Beautiful. Shot trace those babies, Kev.
Oh, pure.
That's like, so people who know our club are going to be so depressed when they hear that's from the blue tees, and that has no rollout right there because the fairways are kind of soft today, and they're going to look at where that ball ended up, and they're going to be like, oh gosh. Okay, so this guy actually, his drive was in the fairway. I said nope, tossed it in the fairway bunker, and the other reason is because we're out here practicing today, and that's one thing people need to do. You don't get a chance to hit these shots on the driving range, okay, unless you have a really cool range that has a fairway bunker off to the side, which is rare. But the opportunity to do that needs to be taken on the course. That's one thing my dad did a great job for me at a young age. We'd hit a shot. If I had more time, wasn't holding anybody up, he'd throw a ball in deeper up or throw a ball over in the fairway bunker underneath the trees or something. Just make me hit a shot. That was not typical to what I'd be typically doing on the golf course. Or I'm sorry, on the driving range. So, fairway bunker, we've had some questions about how to hit this shot as well. I'm gonna walk you guys through it. One of the things that's important for Fernando, this is a shot that he can improve upon too. You obviously want to have the low point of your swing be in front of the golf ball.
Yeah.
Okay? You want to catch ball first, divot later. You don't want to pick it, because picking it requires a lot of times the club to drop in lower there and then up into the air. You don't need to be doing that. That brings an opportunity of blading it, hitting it into the lip, or chunking it more. So the best bunker players from the fairway bunker players in the world, they still take divots past the golf ball. Great players have the ability to take less sand with longer clubs and hit it clean, but that's also because they have better bunkers to hit out of, better access to the back of the ball. Whereas, a lot of times, this is a nice bunker right here, but a lot of times you play courses with softer sand, ball sitting down a little bit, you better have an angle of attack down on top of it to compress that ball and get it out of there. Now, what we do typically, this shot we determined was playing closer to 130 because it's, downhill, downwind, but it was 140. We are going to play our 140 club. So our guys typically take an extra club. They choke up half an inch, and we swing shoulder to shoulder and hit a little knockdown shot, okay? And that's how we can guarantee that we have more control. The club's a little shorter in our hands. That shoulder to shoulder knockdown takes off about 10 yards and being on the sand and not compressing it quite as much out of the sand sometimes as you would off grass. That right there is why we take a little extra club. So what we do in here, couple components to a fairway bunker shot. We don't like our players really digging in and shuffling around. You're dropping yourself lower into the ground, and then you're giving yourself a better chance of chunking it. What we do with our players is actually create a little bit of a wedge right in the back foot there, and that helps build up the instep of that foot a little bit, creates like a doorstop outside the back foot, keeps the player more centered, and keeps them more on top of the golf ball, helps the low point be more past it. So when we get in here, it's the knockdown setup. It's a little closer, gets the club more on top of it. It's a little bit narrower, gets more of a V-shaped swing, 3/4 knockdown shot, and the only thing you're doing is putting that little wedge in the back foot, and there's your fairway bunker shot, okay? All right, let's see it, buddy, come on. So he's basically hitting, what are you hitting, an 8-iron?
8-iron,
it's your
yeah.
140 club, and he's hitting a little 3/4 knockdown shot. Still, and guys, when I say 3/4, it's not 3/4 effort. It's still full speed with a 3/4 swing. Okay. Little wedge with the back foot. There you go. Oh, what a nice shot that was. Beautiful. There we go. And back to 15 feet from the hole.
Yeah, we'll
right
take
to the
it.
distance. Nice job, buddy.
Thanks.
And would you say before that, we hadn't worked a ton on these, you have not been
No, not at all.
afraid of those shots, right?
No.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, your
I'll rake
award
it,
is
yeah.
raking the bunker. Hey, nice shot, rake the bunker. Didn't do a bad job, but notice the grooves right there, okay? Here's the thing. Watch the difference when I start going like this, and going like this, and like this, and like this, versus watch this. Watch if I only push. Hey, hold on. Let's start back over here. Let's push. Watch all those little rake marks where the rake goes in. They go away, see that? And then you're filling in the other rake marks with the sand that goes through there. But hey, had a little practice over the years. That right there is how you rake a bunker, and you don't do the people dirty behind you, you know? I mean, you watch this guy play golf, and you look at him and how his mannerisms, and everybody says there's no way this guy's 12. I mean, I can vouch, he is. It's unbelievable though, so mature. So it's going to be fun. We're going to do a little side YouTube channel with him specifically and go from age 12 all the way through junior golf, through the recruiting process. And the family was on board for doing something really neat and documenting the journey, talking about the YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to start. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time with it, and we're going to have a blast. It's going to be so much fun. So we're going to go around, play some great golf courses, show the recruiting process and how that takes place. So a lot of people can get educated off of, the decisions we make with his junior golf career. Hopefully can help a lot of others as well.